Peek behind the curtain with unfiltered glimpses of iconic movie sets. See all the hard-working people who make movie magic happen: actors, directors, producers, and more. Take a look at what happens between takes, and see the real world behind the silver screen. In 1937's stage door, Katharine Hepburn and Ginger Rogers were spotted chatting and knitting while waiting for their cue. Hepburn can be seen knitting in between scenes. In 1939, during the making of the classic film, Gone with the Wind, director Victor Fleming was captured in a carriage with leading actress Vivien Leigh while co-star Clark Gable rehearsed on horseback. Ready for a bit of Hollywood history? In 1947, Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart were on the set of their movie, Dark Passage. The photo shows Bacall massaging Bogart's head as he lit a cigarette and spoke to the director. The two actors fell in love on set while filming To Have and Have Not. They got married and became one of the most iconic Hollywood couples of all time. Audrey Hepburn, dressed in an evening gown, is helped down a ladder by two men on the set of Sabrina. Film star Grace Kelly sneaks in a nap in the African sun between takes on the set of Magambo. Marlon Brando reviews his script on the set of Julius Caesar, in which he played Mark Antony. In 1953's How to Marry a Millionaire, Betty Grable, Lauren Bacall, and Marilyn Monroe were caught on camera touching up their looks during filming. Alfred Hitchcock plans out a shot while filming Rear Window with Grace Kelly and James Stewart. In 1955, Elizabeth Taylor and Rock Hudson were seen at a lunch buffet on the set of Giant. The Hollywood legends were captured in a candid moment during their break from filming. James Dean's iconic red jacket from the film Rebel Without a Cause is a piece of cinematic history. The actor wore it while rehearsing with co-star Natalie Wood and director Nicholas Ray in 1955. This role was one of Dean's most significant during his short but influential career. In 1955, director Billy Wilder and actress Marilyn Monroe made history with the infamous air vent scene in their movie, The 7-Year Itch. The photo shoot caused quite a stir, and it remains an iconic image in popular culture. Hollywood legends John Wayne and William Holden taught actress Constance Towers how to shoot a revolver for the 1959 classic Western film, The Horse Soldiers. Janet Leigh listens intently to director Alfred Hitchcock as the two discuss the movie's famous shower scene in Psycho. Famous couple Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward were pictured enjoying a laid-back lifestyle between takes on the set of their 1960 film, Winning. The photo shows the couple sitting in beach chairs and reading the newspaper, showcasing a glimpse of their easygoing life. In 1960, Arthur Miller and Marilyn Monroe were on set in the Nevada desert filming The Misfits. The married couple were preparing to shoot a scene for the movie. Elizabeth Taylor scandalized Hollywood in 1961 when she left Eddie Fisher for her Cleopatra co-star, Richard Burton. A photo taken on set in Rome shows Taylor sitting on Fisher's lap while chatting with Burton. The couple eventually got married, marking the beginning of a tumultuous romance that captivated the world. In 1962, Sean Connery and Ursula Andress filmed for Dr. No. During one of the breaks, he was seen holding her legs while she did a handstand on set. They surely found a way to entertain themselves off camera. Actor Steve McQueen filmed a memorable scene on a motorcycle for the 1963 movie The Great Escape. He performed his own riding except for the stunt where his character jumps over a 5-foot fence. In 1963, British actress Tracy Reed and George C. Scott filmed a scene in the iconic movie, Dr. Strangelove, in a studio outside London, England. Rod Taylor, Tippi Hedren, and Jessica Tandy take direction from Alfred Hitchcock on the set of The Birds. Director Robert Wise is in conversation with actors Christopher Plummer and Julie Andrews, who are dressed in their characters' costumes from the film, The Sound of Music. The photo captures a moment of the 1965 movie's production. Dustin Hoffman and Catherine Ross film a scene in The Graduate, as director Mike Nichols watches behind the camera. In 1968, director Stanley Kubrick created a masterpiece with his film, 2001, A Space Odyssey. Kubrick was very involved in crafting the futuristic set and special effects for the movie. Paul Newman, Catherine Ross, and Robert Redford take a seat on the set of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Sean Connery kicks back between scenes playing James Bond on the set of Diamonds Are Forever in Palm Springs, California. Today we bring you a throwback moment from 1971, with a photo of Art Garfunkel, Jack Nicholson, and Candice Bergen on the set of iconic film, Carnal Knowledge. The picture shows the stars having a good time behind the scenes. Gene Wilder played Willy Wonka in the 1971 movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. He can be seen in the signature velvet plum jacket, bow tie, and top hat during a scene with the actors playing the Oompa Loompa. In 1972, legendary film The Godfather was being filmed in Little Italy, NYC. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, it is widely considered to be one of the best movies of all time. Producer Albert S. Ruddy and star Marlon Brando were photographed discussing a scene during production. In 1973, Roger Moore starred in the 8th film of the James Bond franchise, Live and Let Die. He was seen on set during filming of the iconic movie. In 1974, the sequel to The Godfather was being created, with director Francis Ford Coppola and actor Robert De Niro. In 1975, the blockbuster hit Jaws was filmed in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts with director Steven Spielberg, camera operator Michael Chapman, and cinematographer Bill Butler wading into the water to capture the iconic scenes. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now, starring a star-studded cast, endured a grueling 16 months of filming in the Philippines instead of the anticipated 6. The 1976 war epic saw the director recreating battle scenes in the country, cementing the film's place in cinema history. In 1976, Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese worked together on the set of Taxi Driver. De Niro worked 15-hour days for a month driving cabs in preparation for his role. The cast of The Warriors posed for a photo on the boardwalk in 1979. They reportedly upset a gang by painting over their tag, but producers paid the gang members to be in the film. Director Stanley Kubrick and his daughter are seen in a behind-the-scenes photo from the making of the 1980 horror film, The Shining. The photo shows a blurred Jack Nicholson on set, adapted from the Stephen King novel. Director Steven Spielberg utilized miniature sets to film scenes in the 1981 movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark, helping him stay within budget and maintain a quick pace. Harrison Ford and director Ridley Scott map out an intense scene in Blade Runner. In 1982, director Steven Spielberg guided a young Drew Barrymore during one of her first movie roles in E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The actress reportedly ad-libbed her line, "Give me a break," in the film. In 1990, the iconic film The Godfather, Part 3 was being filmed in Little Italy, New York City. Actor Andy Garcia and director Francis Ford Coppola were both spotted on set during production. Actors Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer starred in the 1992 film, Batman Returns, directed by Tim Burton. Keaton allegedly opposed Pfeiffer's casting due to their past romantic involvement. Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks prepared intensively for their roles in 1998's Saving Private Ryan. The actors completed a grueling 6-day boot camp before filming began. Actor Tom Hardy on the set of Warrior, where he played an ex-Marine turned mixed martial arts fighter. Ryan Gosling's character in Drive said very little, but it turns out that wasn't completely fictional. Gosling only had 116 lines in the entire movie. Recently resurfaced behind-the-scenes photos show Gosling reviewing his scarce dialogue before filming. Riz Ahmed and Jake Gyllenhaal were on set for Nightcrawler in 2014. They were caught on camera in a car with director Dan Gilroy in between takes. 2014 blockbuster film, The Revenant, has been back in the headlines as fans celebrate Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar win for his leading role. Images of the actor and director Alejandro González Iñárritu bundled up on set have resurfaced, allowing fans to relive the epic tale of survival and revenge in the frozen wilderness. Lead actor, Mahershala Ali, and director, Barry Jenkins, talk about a scene during the filming of Moonlight in Miami, Florida.